Hello everyone, so in today's video it's about PVS on Hyper-V. I will show you how you can create multiple VMs on Hyper-V for PVS, but not with the Citrix wizards, but we will do this with Ansible, and behind Ansible of course it's PowerShell. But yeah, it's elegant way to do it and a simple way for me. So let me just show you a little bit. So we have SCVMM as a hosting connection. I have already created a catalog, so I just need to add a machine, and we will just search for them now. Those are already deleted, so I need to refresh somehow because from what I remember, I already moved them because I want to recreate them in this video. But maybe that did not refresh in time. Yeah, okay, now they're gone. Okay, so okay, let's start. So we are already here on the Citrix side. We are also ready on the PVS side, so our disk that we will use is it's on read only, and we will, oh wait, I forgot about these, but we can fix this. So let's just go to the disks and drag and drop on the Gen 2. Yep. And now everyone will use this disk. So we have the machines ready in PVS, and we should also have them in AD. From what I remember, I did create computer objects, PVS. Yeah, so everything is ready. If we will have some errors, we can delete the accounts and recreate them. Now let's do the Ansible part. So I will move this one here and the Hyper-V here so that we can see the creation. So Ansible playbook. The playbook is number 1, and we will limit for Hyper-V. So in my test lab, I only have a hypervisor, but this can be done also on a cluster, no problem. But we will just do this on the one hypervisor. Okay, Hyper-V. Now it just needs the name of the cluster. This is just a directory where the files with the variables for the VMs are. So, this is how I'm always doing VM creation, also on Xen server. So host 01, and the file that contains the information about the VM is Gen 2. Okay, and this is all I need. And Ansible will create the VMs in a couple of seconds. And it will also customize the VMs, because let me just show you, because those are Gen 2 VMs in Hyper-V. They do have an issue when they need to PXE boot, so I had a lot of issues, and for now I just created a boot disk with the Citrix wizard, and I'm just creating the VMs and attaching this disk, and with Ansible, during the creation, I will also, so I'm creating the normal disk. I'm adding the boot disk and I'm moving it in the first position for the boot. One more thing that the Ansible does, it also adds, so it configures the network card to use whatever network you want. In my case, it's test lab, and it also creates a static MAC address, and it disables the secure boot because this is the only way I made it to work. Okay, so this is the VM that was created. Okay, let's power it on. Start, and let's see how it does. Does it work or does it not? So from this, from what we can see, I'm 100% sure that it will go all the way, but it is a little bit slow because my hypervisor is emulated in workstation and inside my hypervisor, and my Hyper-V is another VM, so a lot of virtualization for a single PC. Nevertheless, it will work. And we can, for example, we can go here on the PVS server and we can see that we have a lot of traffic on the network card. So this is the VM that is now starting and reading from the disk. Okay, if we refresh here, we should also see that it is up. It has an IP, so all is good until now. Let's also add it to Citrix, because when you delete and recreate a machine, you always need to, so I need to refresh here again because it doesn't show up immediately after creating the machines. Okay, so we did start PVS 01, correct? Clone 01, sorry, yeah. Okay, so adding this one, PVS clone 01, PVS clone 01. Okay, and we should go with next, finish, and we should also add it to the delivery group. Okay, add machines, the only one, next, finish. Okay, and oh, it's already registered. Wonderful. Let's also see if it works. Let's go to the storefront. I hope I started my storefront. No, the storefront is off. Okay, let's start it quickly. Let me see if I still have enough resources. Okay, yep, I have enough memory. Okay, the storefront will be up in any second. Let me go back. Oh, it's already up. Oh, let's. Not yet. It does need a little bit of time. Okay, let's wait. Okay, so I'm back. I just had to wait a little bit for the storefront. Let's log in and let's see. Okay, let's see. Does this start? Download. I do not know why Chrome is blocking it. Okay, so this is the normal login process, and I just want to show you that we are on the same machine. A little bit slow, as I told you, because it's 3 times virtualized. And it does need some time. Let's just wait for it. Okay, so I believe it started. We can check that it is using our PVS server, and it is using our disk, and it's in read only. This is how it should be. And come on, cmd, and let's see host name. Yep, so we are on PVS clone 01. So to summarize, I did not use any PVS wizard or any Citrix so CVAD wizard, because this is a much cleaner way to create the VMs. From my point of view, you are more in control because you are creating them directly on the hypervisor with PowerShell, so you are in control, because when you create them with the wizard, you need a template and all the good stuff. In this case, you do not need a template. You build it from scratch. Thank you for watching, and if you like this type of video, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.